Sorry, Jesse, we need the intro to test to make sure things are running right. It's unfortunate, I know, but it is what it is. Well, hopefully this might be the one! Well, hopefully, like I said, this may well be the one. I just don't know at this point. But hopefully it's going okay and it's looking good and it's sounding good. And we can go straight to overhead cameras and all that jive. Okay, let's move this around a bit. Because I'm not going to lie. It all seems to have been moved about by the system in the last few minutes. So I'm just going to put things where they're meant to be. I'm going to put the mouse out the way. I'm going to say welcome once again, one and all, as we attempt to build this Grogu live. I honestly don't know what happened. I really don't. It was just not playing ball. So what I've ended up doing is something completely new. I've completely disconnected the way that we would normally stream. I've put an entirely new system in. I'm just checking on it now to see if that's going to remain stable. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it does. But only time, I guess, will tell. Yeah, single-use plastics, baby. That's what we like to see. Single-use plastics. Adam's with the chilies. Is he checking in on them? How are you all this evening? Anyway, like I say, I'm really sorry that it's taken so long to get live. And the stream length may suffer for it. Because BR Bricks, hello there. Yeah, 40 minutes we've been trying to get this stream up and running and working okay. So hopefully we're there now. But It was supposed to be live at 7. It's now 7:40. I feel almost defeated, guys. I feel almost defeated. We're building Grogu himself to begin with, as you can probably see. But on we shall journey together on this Friday night, this bank holiday weekend. And first thing I'm going to say is I went to the dentist today and had my front tooth completely reconstructed, which I've only been waiting for 5 years. 5 years I've been waiting for that to be done. And you know what? I feel like I can smile again. It's like I say, it's been a long time coming. And I was walking around town, well, hobbling with Chrissy earlier on my walking stick after having it done. Just smiling. I've had a dentist for the last sort of 6 months, Jesse. And so we finally got a dentist about 6 months ago. And I like I say, I've just been happy all day because it's taken me, like I say, 5 years to get this done and to get it fixed up properly. Anyone that's watched me on any of the previous incarnations of things that I've done before will know I've had this issue. And this has been the first full day that I've gone without any major pain in my mouth in years. Years. So, like I said, it's been a good day. For that reason and that reason, I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. So, a good start to the bank holiday weekend. If you're in the United States, like BR Bricks over there, you don't know the term, I imagine, bank holiday, but it's public holiday. That's what we call them. Well, thank you, Jesse. I mean, he said he was going to do a permanent filling. That's what he said to me he was going to do. And then he decided to literally take an hour to carve down, because I've had this front tooth for a long time, just have a big cutout here where I've been filling it myself for years, as like I say, many people will know. Thank you, Britmate, for the like on the vertical. And it's just been a case of keeping on top of it and sorting it out myself, and it's finally come to an end. I mean, he literally ground the thing down, shaved the thing down, completely just completely sorted it out. I'm so happy. I know it's weird to harp on about a dentist appointment, but in the same breath, for so long, I have been waiting to get into a dentist. He's got a little love heart there. Why is it not that bright? Try and bring the light down. Is that a bit better? I think that might be a bit better. But, yeah. I know, Britmate, it is about bloody time, isn't it? Like I said, for those who have watched us over the years, you'll know the struggles I've had to try and get a dentist appointment. And, yeah. It's honestly the first day in years where I don't feel pain in my mouth. And I'm so happy. It's got a little love heart, look. Yes, I am back, Shalini, and we, like I said at the beginning of the stream, we've changed how we're streaming right now. So, yeah, I completely agree with you, Britmate. I completely agree, but we're getting there, and I mean on the 28th of this month, so just after we get back from Paris, I will have the works completed. So we can finally sort of see an end date to getting it sorted. It does have a green heart, Shalini. Right, I'm going to set a super chat goal on the horizontal stream tonight, guys. So if you could click the like button, that goal is going to be... It's going to be 5 super chats of any denomination. And the reward... The reward for hitting that goal will be tomorrow night's music stream. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much, Shalini, for getting us started. I think you literally hit it in just after we set the goal, though. But yes, the reward for hitting the goal tonight will be tomorrow's music stream will be open to all and not just members only. So if we hit that goal, we will do... Because, yes, that's the other thing. Tomorrow night, about 7:30 UK time, there will be a live music stream. Because I'm feeling extremely generous, as they say. And not only that, yeah, there's going to be a music stream anyway. At this current juncture, it is members only. But if we hit that super chat goal tonight, it will be open to all. So that is the thing. If you want to be, or you could just become a member of the channel. You know, that's only 99p a month. If you want to join at that level, so you could do that. If you're in America, that's about what? $1.25? Amy said link did not go through, said it was removed. I'll send you a new link to the horizontal, Amy. Yeah, we've tried 4 times to get the stream up tonight. Give me a second. I will send you a new link. Hopefully, let me make sure this doesn't just opening up X might kill this stream. Fingers crossed. Seems okay. Nope, it's killing it a bit. Let's paste you off the new link. There you go. Having a rough day, feelings ill, so you'll say goodnight to all. Fair enough, but I've sent you the link, and I'll send Emma the new link as well whilst I'm over here. And what I'm going to do is then pull down X altogether, because I'm trying not to run anything in the background. You didn't know we was live. Well, now you do. I am live. I am alive. I am kicking. All of that good stuff. I'm guessing this is going to be the mechanism for Grogu to drink his tea. You finally met Rey, though, and became a Jedi. Did you really? So you've been in... Fortnite, this is, by the way, people. Fortnite has updated for its brand new season, and it is Star Wars Mania. And not just Star Wars Mania, but Star Wars Sensory Overload. Absolute Star Wars Sensory Overload. It's pretty awesome. And it's good fun. Chrissy's downstairs with the kids, Mr. Britmate. Chrissy's downstairs with kids. I still don't get why this is doing this. It's having a little wobble. It's having a funny 5 minutes. In fact, it's killed the vertical stream. It doesn't make any sense. Julie says, happy bank holiday, Ben. Super chat, £5. Thank you very much there, Julie. We really appreciate that. It's wobbling again. We were doing so well. It's low CPU usage. It's just wobbling on frame rate, and I just don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to kill the vertical stream. As ridiculous as that sounds, I'm going to kill it because I've got no choice. And hopefully that returns things to normal a bit for the horizontal. And the thing is, we were doing so well on the vertical as well tonight. Well, at least if it seems fine, that's fair enough. But the vertical had crashed. Just completely crashed. So... And like I said, we were doing so damn well on it. So annoying. Because it's Friday night. You know... I also love the First Order. I'm just... this is irking me. It is irking me. Because it seems completely senseless. Maybe it is simply that my machine struggles in the heat. I don't know. Maybe I need to get like a little fan on it or something. Because it is warm in here. It is very, very warm in here. That I will say. BR Brick says, not going to lie, First Order had some of the best ships and stormtrooper designs. The officers' uniforms were done dirty. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. That's a perfectly reasonable take, I would say. So we are technically 1 towards the Super Chat goal tonight. Technically, I'll say we're at 2, but we're 1 towards the official goal. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna schedule a new vertical. Just getting it set up now. Because like I said, there's absolutely no rhyme or reason behind what's going on here. Yeah, how is Florida today, BR Bricks? Is it warm? Right, we're sending a new vertical. But the second I did it, it started killing frames on the horizontal. It doesn't make any sense. It's not even high CPU usage. I mean, I'm just checking some. I'm gonna kill this bit rate a bit, just on the thing. It's rainy, is it? To be fair, Florida rain is beautiful, isn't it? Don't wait, guys. Please do hit the like button, and we would really appreciate that. It helps the stream, and it just helps us out completely. If you could, I'm playing with some settings at the moment. Just playing with some settings. Which will hopefully make things a little bit smoother and a little bit faster. We shall see. I've played with some settings. Hopefully it will help. And we'll just crack on. We'll crack on, and if anything goes wrong, tell me in the chat. But yes, please do. I can see there are far more people watching than there are liking, so we really, really would love to see those likes, folks. I have missed something. What have I missed? Yep. See? When you take your eye off the ball, your eye comes off the ball. I think we just got to persist and push on through, right? I think that really is all we can do. Britmate says, don't let the vertical get you down, Ben. Keep going, pal. Jess says, I don't want that type of rain. Keep it. Smash that like, says Britmate. That's exactly right. People should indeed do that, Britmate. No takesy backsies. What do we... No, when it's beautiful, but when it's raining sideways air, so I'll try and send somehow to you. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. No takesy backsies, though. You've got to take it back. I mean, to be fair, I live in a place called Eastbourne that calls itself the Sunshine Coast. Calls itself the Sunshine Coast. And I think that designation is not warranted. In the slightest. Oh, wow. Sexy thumbnail, Ben. Nice one, man. Bit of SEO in it. Thank you. I mean, that took me 2 minutes to make. I thought it was very nice. It just seemed like the right thing to do, my friend. The right thing to do. Okay, fine. We'll keep it for now. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I don't really think you've got much of a choice, bud. I don't really think you've got much of a choice. This is going to be like a little mechanism to ratchet up his arms so that he can drink his tea. Because that's what he does in the show, isn't it? He drinks his little tea. I was showing BR Bricks my sister. Well, how often does it rain here? It rains here all the bloody time. All the bloody time. It never stops raining, mate. It's bleak. Jesse says, if it rains, I'm blaming him. What? Who are you blaming? You blaming me or are you blaming the Floridian? Because I don't feel like being blamed. But if you're blaming the Floridian, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Britmate says, Julie, only places in Wales I've been is to Holyhead, Cardiff, and Rhyl. Well, the thing about Wales is there are a lot of sheep there. And don't forget, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button, no matter what stream you're watching on. My name is Ben. It is Friday night. Let's try and build at least some of this as we're going to try and get it finished for May the 4th. Tiana says, I'm having too much fun on Fortnite. In Wales, only been to Wrexham. Well, I've not been to Wales. Well, Jesse, you say you can't blame me for that, but you lot seem to try and blame me for everything, to be fair. You lot, you do. You lot just try and blame me for absolutely everything. There's a great line from the book Notation Hornblower. Yes, England, little island, covered in rain. You can't miss it. Well, I think that's an accurate statement, my friend. It's an accurate statement about our little island. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what happened there. Saw my life flash before my eyes. It ain't Friday unless we hear a river. Well, with Chrissy downstairs, you might not. I'm just saying, with her downstairs, you may well not hear river. I'm not sure you can get Lego sheep, Shalini. If you can, I will certainly dedicate such a build to all of our Welsh viewers. All right. That goes on there. That way round. I've turned it round at some point, you see. Anyway, if you haven't already, also please subscribe to the channel. We'd really, really appreciate that. We'd love to get past 2170 tonight. So that's at least 3 more subscribers. Because we nearly got there, and then we went down, and then we went back up, and then we went down, and then we went back up, and we've just been fighting with it, really. Dread just joined, then left, did he? On the Fortnite. Fair enough. I really need to work out what's going on with my stream. Because I've restarted my system. I've taken out the original streaming software. Put in some new streaming software. And it's just not working. It's just not working. They're only 50p for a real one. What, a real sheep? I mean, if that were the price, Jesus Christ, I'd have me some mutton all of the time. I mean, what? 50p? Oh, you're updating it, are you? Fair enough, my friend. We all did our updates earlier on. Like I said, we have a super chat goal tonight of 5 super chats of any denomination. And if we hit that goal, then tomorrow night's music stream, which will be live from around 7:30, will be open to all. If we don't, it will become members only. So it's entirely up to you guys how we sort that out. Oh yeah, Dexter would definitely want a sheep for 50p, Brit, mate. Absolutely. Speaking of Dexter, it's been a very, very tough couple of days for that poor young man. So, let me clue you into what's been occurring. We got him a new fish. It was a weatherloach. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but we got him a weatherloach. And we've had them before. But he was adamant he wanted this damn weatherloach. So we got him this weatherloach. Anyway, all seemed to be well for the first few days. And then it got very sick and it died last night. We don't know why. But it obviously came to us defective. And that's the most clinical term I can use. Whatever it had infected the rest of the tank. And today killed his other two fish. So all three of Dexter's pet fish have died over the course of the last 24 hours. And he's so upset, bless him. He's so upset. He was inconsolable. And yeah. I mean, when you see your kid like that, and it's a tough one, guys. It really is. Because he's just, he doesn't understand. He's going to us, take it to the vets, take him to the vets. It's like you can't take little goldfish to the vets. And, yeah, unfortunately, we lost all three of his fish in the space of 24 hours. We think it was some kind of fungus because the blackfish was suddenly covered in white spots. And the goldfish, his fins had just quickly rotted away. So there's nothing much, at that point we didn't know it was in there. It obviously came in with the new fish because he's had the first two for months. And at that point, what else can you do? Sorry, I don't know if you guys saw that. I just got notifications on my screen, so I tried to get rid of them. Because remember, you are watching through my phone for the overhead build cam. But yes, so that is the state of play that's been going on at our house for the last 24 hours or so. It is what it is, guys, unfortunately. And what it is sucks. But I guess these things happen, and at that point, you can't really change it, can you? I also promise that for tomorrow's music stream, I'll have tried to work out what the hell is going on with my computer. Because I can't work like this all of the time. But for tonight, we will persist and we will push on through. But yeah. Yeah. And he was absolutely, he was inconsolable. He was heartbroken. He loves this fish. He bought all of it himself. He bought the fish tank, the filter, the fish themselves. He bought it all himself out of his own money. And yeah. Why would it be stuck on a loop for anyone, Jesse? Try and refresh it, I guess. Emma Watts, hello. The horizontal is live now. I did send you a link to it in your chat. And yeah, if you're watching on the vertical, you can watch on horizontal just by going to the channel and finding the one that doesn't say vertical. But unfortunately, like I said, this is just, it's messing up tonight, and I don't know why. Advert. Fixed it, did it? Fair enough. Nice to see that you're getting adverts. They're not totally screwing me then. Excuse me. Wow. I'm also in loads of pain on my insides. Which is always fun, isn't it? Stage 2, guys. Yes. Early May bank holiday. That's what we like to see. Also, we have a Patreon. And I'm going to start pushing the Patreon a bit more because, yes, whilst there are paid tiers, there is also a free tier. And we're thinking about trying to get people to sign up at that to maybe put some more exclusive stuff over there. Just for people that, you know, sign up. And you don't have to pay. But it's over there. I need to start shilling that a bit more. I know a few of you have signed up, and I do appreciate that. Right, let's do this then. Let's continue on. Let's crack on, as they say. No skip option, so I get the best money. You say I get the best money. I'm not going to lie. One thing, you know, these ads don't pay much. Now, I'm not complaining because we're not a huge creator. We'd love to be, obviously. We'd love to be big enough to at least be self-sufficient. But that takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of work. And we are willing to put that time and work in, I might add. Because we do ultimately want this to become a business. We do ultimately want this to become a place where people can come and, you know, check out real and honest reviews. And talking of that, I got some real pushback earlier on against my Brighton Pier review. And from someone who used to work there, who made some comments that were frankly rude and said that the only reason they take 15 minutes between ride cycles is because of quote-unquote people like me who don't listen. Well, first of all, I'm sorry, just because you worked there for a summer, I probably know more about ride procedure than most. I would hazard to say. And yes. Anyway. Secondly, regardless, major theme parks who are charging the same amount of money are running cycles 60 to 90 seconds. 60 to 90 seconds is their aim between loads and unloads. Not 15 minutes. And I pointed that out. And I think, you know, we call ourselves Real Review UK for a reason. Being autistic also. I don't have it within me to shirk things. And I simply responded to that person and I said, it's my responsibility. I'm not just going to be nice to a venue for the sake of it. I'm going to call out things when they need calling out, and I will call out terrible operations when I see terrible operations, and Brighton Pier had terrible operations. Some of the worst, if not the worst, I have ever seen in my life. And I do believe it's by design. I do believe it's at the whims of management, because you can't take 15 minutes to load one ride cycle. You can't. And then with my wife and Tiana, they didn't even check their restraints. They didn't even check them. And that's on video as well. So they're not even checking the restraints. Anyway. And I responded with that because I think it's our responsibility to give frank and honest opinions, reviews. That's what we're here to do. And it goes against every fibre of my being to just say something's good for the sake of it. Because, you know, yeah, okay, a venue might get upset that I said that it was not worth it to go, especially on single rides. But at the end of the day, It wasn't worth it. 1 minute, sweetie. I'm going to have to... Lila? Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it's my responsibility to be open and honest about how we find things. And we spent a lot of money that day. We spent a lot of money and we didn't do very much at all. So for the amount of money that we did spend, one would hope that you'd get decent operations. And when they don't do it, it's not my place to turn around and say, oh, yeah, well, it was great. It was wonderful, because it wasn't. Now, does that mean, like I say, that we're here to just hate on things and hate on people? Absolutely not. We give good reviews. We give good reviews when good reviews are warranted. And that day, for that price and those operations, good reviews were not warranted. So I stand by the courage of my conviction. My conviction is that Brighton Pier need to do better. And that's so that we can adequately inform people who might be going and spending a lot of money there. Like, I understand that people want to be loyal. I get that. I understand that. But if it's not good, I'm not going to say it is. And I didn't even not recommend it. I said it's not worth it if you're paying per ride. I said if you're getting an all-day wristband, it might well be worth it. But at the pay per ride stage, no, it was not worth it. And that's a simple fact. And then I got a bit more pushback, and this is where the internet just turns fucking nasty. And excuse my language. But I actually blocked a few people from commenting on the channel. Because instead of actually, responding to my points or giving me constructive criticism, they just started attacking my children. And it's like, fuck a off a. How about that? I try my best not to be negative. Try. But when people are doing that, it's like, okay, you've had your chance. You could have spoke like a normal person, but now you can simply fuck off. And I'm sorry, but I agree with you, Jesse. The internet is and can be a horrible place, and it can also be a great place. But if you've got nothing constructive to say, I'm not gonna. This is why every comment on here is held for review. Because if you've got nothing constructive to say, I don't want to hear it. If you've got something constructive to say, I will approve that comment. I will respond to that comment just as I did with the very one that started it off. But I'm not going to respond to shit like that. Oh, wow. You're going to start attacking someone's children because it was a hot day. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yes, Jess. Yes. It doesn't matter what. But, yes. Also, friend of mine, well, complicated friend of mine, Mr. Luke Martin. Others may remember him. I don't know what he was in court for today, but he was in court. And he didn't get the jail. So that's the report. He got to walk. I don't think he was found not guilty. But Yeah. Oh yeah. But what I was pointing out with that Tiana is not so much that people were making shitty comments. It's not so much that. It's that they can't. Sometimes, I guess, instead of actually addressing the points that you make, they would rather simply attack you. And at that point, it's just not acceptable. Because I don't mind shitty comments. I really don't. I don't mind people that want to come at any argument I might have with a shitty rebuttal or anything like that. Never minded that. But when you just start making personal attacks against somebody's children, that's not proper discourse. And it's certainly not something we're going to accept here on the channel. It's certainly something we shouldn't have to accept. And that's not just talking about myself and my wife and my kids. You know, none of us should have to accept behavior like that because it's not acceptable. It's not right. And people only feel like they can do it because they're behind a screen. I mean, I'm autistic. And what you see here is what you get anywhere. I will look you in the eye and I will call you a bad word if I think you're that thing. I might end up with a bruised lip, but I don't have that filter to be able to not do that. I don't. But these people sit behind screens and say some of the most heinous, disgusting things. And that's why they do it, because they think I'm behind a screen. I can use an anonymous account. I can get away with it. And maybe that's true. Maybe that is true. But in days gone by, in years gone by, it would have bothered me. But now, I simply remove them, stop them from being able to comment, and on we will plod, because this is a place for us to have a positive time. And talk about life, the universe, and everything. Of course. As we do. But anyhow, how has your guys' bank holiday been so far? Has anybody been up to anything good? Don't forget, please do hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Come say hi. We would really appreciate talking to you. And if you're watching vertically, the easiest way to hit the like is to simply double tap the middle of your phone screen. Boop, and it's a like. And it really does help the channel. It helps us in the algorithm. I say the algorithm in algorithmic processes to push the streams out to other people. And we're going to put... This is a bit of his... I'm going to put that on there, look. We've got a little bit of Grogu coming together now. As our frame rates dip dramatically low yet again. Tiana says, but have to see it goes through one ear and out the other. Look, well, that's all we can do. That is all we can do at this point, Tiana. It's in one ear, it's out the other. I have no idea what is killing this stream. And I can only apologize because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We're sort of back in business right now, but I don't know at what point we're gonna have to call it for the night so that I can try and fix this. But like I said, if you're watching on the horizontal, please do hit the like as well. If you've got the ability to super chat, we do have a goal of 5 super chats of any denomination, and if you manage to achieve that goal tonight, then tomorrow's music show will be open to all and not just members. So also, if you want to become a member, it's just 99 pence a month, or there's higher tiers if you want to add them. And as I said, if we don't hit tonight's super chat goal, then that members show tomorrow will still go on, just for members. And that'll be 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern time, if you're over there in the United States. And we will do some songs. We will have a chat. And we may take requests. We will see. Chrissy wants to get in on one of these at some point, but she's out tomorrow. She's actually said she wants to try and sing you guys a song at some point, which would be fun. Yeah, I agree. I'm also a performer, Gianna. I've always been a performer. And I really enjoy performing. But I tell you, this isn't fun. What's going on with this stream? I am persisting and I am pushing on through. But it's certainly a struggle tonight. And I don't... we've lost... We keep losing it. So, I'm going to get to the end of this stage. And I'm going to have to just say goodnight. And it's really hot. No, I'm not. I'm going to say goodnight to the vertical stream. And push you all to horizontal. Okay. I have killed the vertical stream. I have killed the vertical stream. Oh my god, it was doing so damn well as well. Have I lost the horizontal stream? Is it gone? Or am I back? Am I here? I don't know. Is it frozen? Is it frozen? Yeah. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm trying to keep it up and running. I think it is up and running now. I'm just not sure. Okay. If it's up and running, we're going to go on. Right. If it's up and running, we're going to go on. I've killed the vertical. I'm going to kill the vertical preview. Everything is good. Okay. Somebody message Shalini and tell her I'm still live. I've not stopped. Not stopped, damn it. No, I'm not frozen now, no. I can see that I'm live now. Yes, I'm oh, that's wrong. See, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. What on earth? That's also wrong. That's not wrong. That's correct. Right. Okay. I can push on. I can persist. Tiana, I did too. I think. I kind of want to check. I want to see what the subs are at. But in the same breath, I'm worried. Let me do that. Because my CPU usage has now dropped to very low. Oh no, I didn't. I gained 5. All from the vertical. See, that's the good thing about vertical streams. You really do gain subscribers from them. And I've got to think to myself, if I'm having these issues from now on, maybe it's worth prioritizing that stream and saying, okay, well, if it's one, then that's the one. I don't know, because they really do help the channel. They really do help the channel. So that is, a proper positive and a bonus. Emma Watts, found you too. How you doing? Oh look, this is a little hand. Okay. If anybody's got the ability to drop Shalini a message, could you drop her a message and say we're still live? Because I know she really wanted to see this build. Look, his little hand. His little hand. In fact, I shall try and do it. Yep. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Give me a sec. Look, the second I opened up X, it dropped me frames completely. I'm doing it though. Still live. I sent her a message. See, anyway, I believe we're going to build the other arm now. That's still pretty cool. Like, thank you, Tiana. I'll put him face down there. But yes, yeah, that would probably be the way to do it. I think BR bricks. If we have to prioritize one, then we prioritize the vertical, and that's just merely for channel growth. Because we've had these problems in the past, and they generally just seem to solve themselves and then not do it for ages, and then it does it again. And I don't get it. But maybe it's the fact that I run everything off a laptop, but I can't afford to get an actual computer. I'd love to have one, but I can't afford it. I mean, this using right now like 10% of my CPU to put this out, which is very low usage. Usually it's 17 to 25%, but like John boasts at me, for example, when he's doing his streams, that only 2% of his CPU is being used. Well, that's because you've got a bloody flashy fast computer with a NVIDIA graphics unit and things like that. I can't afford that stuff. I can't afford that stuff, and therefore, we work with what we've got. And we've built the setup that we've got. We've built that over the course of years. It's not YouTube that's doing it, though, BR Bricks. It's not YouTube. It's my computer. It is my laptop, because you can see in the streaming software that we use, OBS, the second we start sending streams at the moment, CPU usage goes through the roof. And then once that's happened, you can't get anywhere. You just start losing frames. It's I've done so much in the back end to try and fix this problem in the past. Caught that. It simply becomes an annoyance. Why, you're live now, are you, Tiana? Okay. Right. We can put this arm on. So we have the arms on now. So they're this way around. Okay. They're pretty cool. Oh, I really like that. And they're smooth as well. I like that a lot. Okay, we're beginning to build his head on stage 3. And looking at the time, I think I will push on through stage 3. And then we'll come back for 4 on Sunday night. Sunday being May the 4th. It is a bummer, for sure. And like I said, for months now, it's not actually affected us. It's not had it... Because I did so much work on the back end to stop this from occurring. And then it's like today, it just woke up and went, you know what? I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to be a complete and utter bastard. And there's nothing you can do about it. I thought, oh, great. Thank you. Thank you, computer. Thank you. Like I said, the best way to solve this, I believe, would be to get an actual computer. But that's not within my purview at this time. Let's do one thing at a time. And by one thing at a time, I mean let's get this channel self-sufficient. Let's get it supporting itself. Let's get it paying for itself. And let's get the content flowing. And that's not just Lego. Obviously, that's travel, theme parks, and all that good stuff as well. We're going to Thorpe Park in Chertsey, Surrey on next Sunday. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. Over there, we will be riding the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia, once again for the first time in 2025. It'll actually be our first true thrill rides of 2025. We'll give some general park updates. I'll film a vlog. We'll do some on-ride footage on the Ray-Bans. We'll do a bit of everything. And we'll make some video. I might even do a stream whilst we're out there. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully. And there'll be plenty of content coming from that trip as well. And obviously from the 22nd through the 26th, we will be at Disneyland Paris. Disneyland Paris. Me and Lisa are going out there. And as usual with Disneyland Paris content comes a flood of content. There'll be vlogs, there'll be reviews, there'll be live streams, there'll be parades, there'll be all of that stuff. It's all coming. And like I said, some of that will be live. Some of it will be quite after the fact as we edit and all of that stuff. Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain right here. I have been since the beginning of the stream. I'm just trying to sort of talk my way through it at the moment. It's starting to get the better of me a little bit. It's starting to get the better of me a little bit. I'm going to get through this stage. Let me get through this stage, and then we'll reevaluate the situation. But yes, currently tomorrow night's show will be for members only. That is, tomorrow night's show will be for members only from 7:30 UK time, or no, sorry, 8 p.m. UK time. I'm getting dementia. 8 p.m. UK time for those of you who want to join us and have become a member. Membership of the channel is just 99p a month. There are a couple of higher level memberships if you want to join them. Also, you wonderful people also have the ability to gift memberships to one another. So you can do that. You can gift memberships just by so somebody could demonstrate. Because I know Tiana doesn't have a membership at the moment. Lisa is absolutely fine. She's spending the time with her in-laws at the moment. Actually, she sent me a message earlier. I won't name anybody, but I will say the in-laws broke down 20 minutes away from their house. and we're waiting for recovery. Now I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing because I think she actually quite likes the in-laws. But that's a thing that's happened. It is. That is a thing, and it has happened. So yeah, she's good. She's doing well. She's just waiting for the in-laws to arrive. I don't know if they have arrived yet, but she was waiting for the in-laws to arrive when we last spoke earlier on. So that's the state of play. Oh yeah, by the way, YouTube turned 20 this year. 20 years of this platform. You know what? I should really look sometimes. 20 years. I've had a stressful day, Jesse. I've had a stressful day. What with all the fish and all of that. Me and Chrissy got to spend a little bit of time together today, though. We just went out and did a few things in the town and stuff like that. And you know what? That's good for me. I really enjoy fleeting moments with my wife. I'm not saying that. Well, I'm saying I'd very much like to spend a bit more time with her. I absolutely would, and that's, you know, on us. We decided to have kids, but makes you feel older, dude. We are aging. The ghost of mortality comes for us all. I mean, let's face it. I've always said, and I theorized that none of us ever truly grow up. I don't think we do. I think we're always kids. And this idea that we're, you know, adults and responsible, we're all just playing pretend. You know, we get thrust into these situations, parenthood, responsibility, and all of that thing, and none of us know what we're doing. None of us. But we put on the front, don't we? We pretend to the best of our ability. But I think ultimately, deep down, we're all probably still children. And we always probably will be. So, that's my theory anyway. I don't know if that holds weight to any of you guys, but... Okay, I'm clipping on some eyes. Where am I clipping them to? Oh, okay. But yeah, you're not old, Jess. You're not old. But, you know, mortality, she does come for us. You got to pay the ferryman at some point. Jesse says, my girls just blackmail grandma into having them. If I ask her to have them, it's no, but they ask and it's yes. Come stay. Apparently, they're sleeping on Sunday. Only found out because your daughter told you. Well, Tiana, I hope you blocked that person from ever commenting on your channel again. Because that's extremely inappropriate and nobody should be telling you to do that. That totally tracks, does it, BR Bricks? That's, you know, I think we all, my personal opinion is that we all feel it. We all believe it, but only, we're not all willing to say it out loud. Put it that way. Oh, no, not me. I'm totally an adult. Yeah, me. I'm totally. None of us are. Not really. Britmate says, you're as old as you feel or the person you're feeling. Well, my wife's the same age as me, so that works. We're both 35. That works. I'm building his little face. Oh, he's... Yeah, people are so weird. People are... But once again, people are when you get comments like that, Tiana, they're extremely inappropriate, and you should simply block that person from ever commenting on your channel again. It's called like hide user from channel, and they can't comment anymore. Also, if you haven't already, please do click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and come say hi. Look, his little face. Oh, his little face. That's certainly a green little face being built there. I assume anyway. So, what are we doing? Oh, we need to get a couple of these little plates. I think we need to keep my system cool. I do think that that's playing a big part in this because it's very, very warm. But yes, she's 17. People are, they are gross. But people don't care. Like I said, this tracks with what I was saying earlier again. Once they're sitting behind a screen under the veil of anonymity, they think they can just say and do what they want. But they wouldn't tell someone to do that in real life. Because realistically, you know, it's a 50-year-old man named Ted living in his mother's basement. BR Brick says, such a wild perspective, because we all thought our parents had everything figured out. Meanwhile, I'm stress breathing into a paper bag. Yeah, our parents didn't have everything figured out, especially my mother. Jesus. But then again, I knew my mother didn't have everything figured out, and I still don't talk to her. Jess says, BR Bricks, they just looked older. Pretty sure they also had no clue what they were doing. But, look, listen. Like I say, people who live, you know, terminally online, behind a screen, they think that their actions have no consequences. And, you know, for the most part, in real life, they don't. But also, you can't talk to people like that. You cannot talk to people like that. And you shouldn't, and it shouldn't be tolerated. So, like I said, Tiana, it's extremely inappropriate. Make sure you've blocked that user from ever commenting on your channel again. And I will come on to Fortnite in about half an hour's time and check up on you, make sure you're okay. Because that's inappropriate and, quite frankly, disgusting. If I could have moderated your chat at the time, I would have, but I'm live. Britmate says, life is a journey. No one will ever have everything figured out. We're all winging it. Of course we are. Of course we are. But there are so many people who would simply, and I'm going to say it, bullshit you. And say they've got it all figured out. They're not still a child. They're really an adult. They're the real adult in the room. They're not. They're not. They don't have it all figured out. None of us do. None of us do. And you know what? It's fine. It's okay to say that. It's okay to admit that. Because for the life of me, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. Right now, all I know is I'm building the Mandalorian. Well, a Mandalorian Lego set. Grogu, also known as Baby Yoda. Look, it's... But in the same breath, Jesse, it's not your responsibility. And the reason I say that is you're not responsible for what other people say. Same as Tiana's not responsible for what other people say. Same as I'm not responsible for what other people say. The only people that are responsible for those despicable and disgusting actions are those despicable and disgusting people. This is pretty cool. I'm building his head. I am. His head is being built. But it's not your... Oh my god, once that goes on, He looks like E.T. but green. Oh shit! Green E.T. Green tea. Green tea. Who drinks green tea? I certainly don't. Never have, and I never will. You know, my granddad, bless him. Well, he wasn't really my granddad. He's kind of my step granddad. Anyway, the dude drunk Earl Grey tea all of the time. Yes, having Werner Herzog in anything is wild. Hello, sir. My name is Werner Herzog, also known as Augustus Gloop. And remember, I just love German. I love the English language in a German accent. As weird as that sounds, I've always loved hearing the English accent spoken in a German accent. It's cool. It's hello, sir. How are you doing? We would like this to be the greatest of days. And we would also like this to be a nice calm day. Oh ja, das ist gut. Das ist sehr gut. But yes, Werner Herzog was a great actor. And he's a great documentary filmmaker as well. Great documentary filmmaker. And he's just got one of them voices that you could just listen to all day long. I love Werner Herzog. Oh. Now he put his little head on it. He really does look like E.T. E.T. phone home. Phone home. E.T. phone home. His little hands. And you get the mechanism is so smooth for the hand. It really is. Right, boys and girls, I am going to get out of here for tonight. We're going to leave it there. But we are going to come back tomorrow night for members only. We're going to do music. We're going to chill out. We're going to have a load of fun. You can become a member of the channel from just 99 pence a month if you would like to do so. You can also join us Sunday night, open to all. May the 4th be with you as we continue to build our wonderful Grogu in his hover pram. Or green ET, as he is at the moment. But with that, I'm going to have to get out of here, and I can only apologise about all of the issues we've had this evening. But thank you all for sticking with me, and thank you all for coming. We will, of course, see you again real soon. You're going to get it one more time. Bye for now.